Good morning. We are long gone from the motel/hotel. We've eaten breakfast. Again, we run into people all over the place, so we have these conversations. Wonderful conversation with a couple. Well, I guess there's three people. There's an older couple plus her brother that were at the restaurant eating. So wonderful conversations. There's no one passing this valley with guys taking hay off. It's absolutely beautiful here. Just saying to Anissa that I think I'm ready to buy.
I would love to move here.
That's beautiful.
We should never have came here. Maybe that's why we're supposed to break down before we made it to Misery.
Maybe.
So we wouldn't be tempted.
Wouldn't be tempted.
Get yourself not into temptation.
This is true. Just a teensy weensy little problem. Got a green card. Can't just move here. I don't think anything stops us from buying land here. But then we're only allowed to live on it 6 months a year. And should they shut the border when we're on the wrong side, we wouldn't be able to return to our land. It's kind of annoying. But such is life. Everything could be overcome. I'm sure there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. But it is absolutely beautiful here. I love it. Everything's green. There's bush. There's hills. There's all these like beautiful little old farms. And everything that we want. Our list always contained trees, good grass, a mix of fertile pastures and fields, some rock. I mean, we've got a rock escarpment right here, a little close for y'all. Sorry, but there's escarpment there, and there's lots of water here, and streams, rivers, caves. Huge variety of trees. Climate's good. The growing season is actually a wee bit better than where we lived, similar to where we grew up actually. People are very Christian for the most part, as far as we can tell. It's a Bible Belt state, and there's a lot of believers here. Various different denominations. Here's another big chunk of, well, you can't see the trees too well, but there is a big field full of hay in there. There it is.
It's so pretty.
Stunning. And then the character in the homes and the homesteads and things. We just passed this house, and it looked kind of like it was abandoned. She said, "Oh, I think you could move something like that." So sure you can. It was too close to the road. It's like, I don't know, feel like 20 feet off the highway or something here. But if you could pick something like that up, build a new basement farther back, and then set the old century home back on it, that's beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Hello again. So I've been driving most of the day. We just checking different things out, or most of the day, whatever. We've been driving some. We haven't done anything productive, no. We did rent a little cabin at a KOA. Tonight we're going to do that. There's supposed to be some stuff to check out in that area, so we're looking forward to just spending a day as a family there. I feel really bad taking this van, I really do. But I contacted the owner, and he said again, no, it's fine. We don't need it. Just enjoy it. Gotta relax. So we're going to do that. We got this cabin tonight, just a small one. I think it only sleeps 6, but we make do. We're all going to fit in there. We just stopped by the motorhome, picked up our blankets, pillows, excuse me. And a few other things. Stroller, we had forgotten to take a stroller along. It's kind of handy when you have kids to have a stroller. So we've got those things loaded up in here. While we were in there, he was putting things back together in the motorhome. They're still waiting for the new plug wires that I had ordered and then got canceled. They ended up finding them through some other suppliers, so they're supposed to show up there tomorrow, as far as I know. They're going to put those on. Then he wants to run all, the rest of the system checks and stuff. But as far as the mechanical wrenching part, he's got everything back together. New plugs in it, the new lifter, a new rod, and while I was there he fired it up. Definitely sounds a lot better, and there was no smoke. Yeah, well, no, he's going to test drive it tomorrow. Today's the end of the day. It's basically 5:30 now. So tomorrow he'll take it out, and well, he's going to get the plug wires, I guess, and he'll take it out on the road. He'll run all his tests. He'll do all his relearns and everything else. The computer, everything's got little computer parts to it, and they all got to communicate to each other. So, but it's in the right direction, and yeah, we'll look forward to getting that back. Tonight we're just going to forget about it. We're going to go to this cabin and just enjoy. Or I'm going to forget about it. I guess I'm the only one that's constantly thinking about it. So we're going to enjoy some family time. And then tomorrow, I think there's some caves there. There's a bunch of different things to look at. So we will check that out. All right, one clear sign that you've been in the car too long, lacking sleep, is when sanity starts to go out the window and people start seeing things that don't belong.
Continue on 1.5 miles.
The kids, and not just the kids,
I did.
also this lovely lady that I think is relatively sane, just said they saw camels on the side of the road. We're cruising down the highway in Missouri, and they said they saw camels on the side of the road.
Lots of them. Not just
I don't know. We're turning around, gonna have a look. Probably some Charolais cows with a bag of feed on the back or something. Don't think there's too many native camels in Missouri. Alright, this is supposed to be the subject field. All I saw was trees. What did you see? I don't know. Again, they're like, right there, right there. I don't know. I saw trees. Alright, it told me to be ready. Here I'm ready. There's the camel farm. Still looks a lot like trees. Trees. Those are more trees. And over here we have a tree. There's a hole in a tree. And there is another tree.
camels.
Oh, let's see. Oh, maybe that is weird.
Lots of camels.
I think they're lost.
There's
think they're
piles
lost.
of them. There's like piles and piles.
Why does this guy got camels?
I bet he probably milks them.
Milks camels.
I've heard of that before. Look at
Camel milk.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a camel right there. What are they doing with camels?
Oh, well, there's
You don't
lots.
go one hump.
Alice, look at one hump. Kind of neat.
Yeah, it's really hard to zoom in at this speed.
Well, we gotta go. There's cars.
All right. The good news is we're all still mentally clear, and we haven't been driving too long. Bad news is we may be on another continent. Where are we? Good morning. On our travels through the States, there's a few things we've just never seen before. All right, special little things you don't get to see every day. And this is a UPS trailer. I've seen UPS, but I've never seen a UPS trailer. Pretty neat.
It's cute.
You thought it was going to be special, didn't you? And they're gone again. We are cruising through what we believe is the Ozark Mountains. Beautiful in there. So another great channel is around here somewhere. We tried contacting him, but we never heard back from him. Is Jim from Ozark Mountain Goats. He's around here someplace. Nice channel. I believe that is the name of his channel, Ozark Mountain Goats. I think that's exactly how it is. So you can look that up for yourself. Maybe if I remember, I'll drop a link down below in the video comments down here or in the description. But yeah, he's around here somewhere, and got a nice little channel too. Beautiful area. Whole state, honestly. It actually reminds us a lot of where we grew up in Southern Ontario, except that Southern Ontario is so overpopulated and overpriced now, and you know, all that good farmland is swallowed up by big farms. It's pretty hard to get any kind of a foothold down there anymore. It's just overpriced, like I said. But down here, there's still lots of room. Price of land is cheap. It's beautiful, and yeah, there's still opportunities in this area. Yeah, look at the steps in it. Just to cut it all out. What were you just saying?
Oh, I just think it's such a blessing that this, in a roundabout way, that the camper died when it did, because we would never have had this opportunity to do this trip. Like, we would never have taken this road or come to this area because we were gonna just. Wow. It's just amazing. These are beautiful mountain ranges.
Clean the windows.
Yeah, we should have. Just beautiful mountain range. I had no idea. Like, I knew that they were here, but I just didn't know how big they were. Like, they're stunning. It's amazing, for sure. Anyway, we would never have had this opportunity if our motorhome hadn't have broke down and if these people hadn't loaned us this vehicle, right? Even if our motorhome was still running, probably just rushed right through this state to get back to Michigan. So the fact that it broke down, we were able to stop here, and the fact that these people loaned us this vehicle, we were able to travel down here and see all this beauty and actually be able to enjoy some of our vacation in a different way. So thankful, so thankful.
That is called looking on the bright side. And I have to agree. I don't want to spend more money on more things, but we were going to just zip our way through because we figured we were out of time. We got to get back to Ontario. And now we're forced to just slow down and look. And we have seen a lot of Missouri in the last couple of days. And we're extremely impressed. Now, what is God trying to tell us? I don't know. I could do quite a few vlogs on discerning God's will, because that's a tough one. It is. And I think everybody needs to prayerfully consider that themselves. I think a lot of people can easily say, oh, this is God's will, I just feel it. Maybe that feeling you're feeling is just your will. It's hard. It's really hard. And I'm never going to tell somebody else that, you're not doing it this way, you're not doing it that way. Everybody decide that for yourself, but it is an important thing that we should all be thinking of and be consciously aware of it. Are we doing God's will? So what is God's will for our life? Where does He want us to be? Are these breakdowns happening in these particular places for a particular reason? Those are all questions that are worthy of pondering.
It's amazing. It's like just come out of nowhere. Like, look at it. It's just amazing.
We're like top of the world here, man.
Yeah. Just amazing.
King of the world, world.
You guys looking, or Cora, what are you doing? You're missing it all.
That's the coolest golf cart I've ever seen. I prefer one in like a 1951 pickup truck or something, but this is neat. Very neat. Nice KOA campground. Lovely pool. So we are in Branson, Missouri. It was recommended to us as a place to go. There's a lot of attractions here and things to do for the kids. So we grabbed a campground here, a little cabin. Which is going to be a lot cheaper than the motel last night. The motel wasn't terrible, but we had to get 2 rooms, so we don't fit in one. So this cabin here, we're just going to make do. Some kids will sleep on the floor, and the rest of us get a bed. I'll show you a shot of that later. It's a pretty nice little cabin. So anyway, KOA here in Branson. I don't know if we have to have supper yet, so I don't know if we're gonna go into town tonight yet or not. Probably wait till tomorrow, but we'll see. There is a goat cart thing that's open till 9 o'clock. Thought maybe we could do that tonight yet, and then tomorrow see what else is around. Stuff to do. There's a water park and lots of stuff, amusement things. We typically don't do anything like that, but I don't know. So far, it's just been weeks and weeks of breakdowns and sitting still, and thought it might be kind of fun to do something different, make some memories, and get our mind off the motorhome. This is something we thought about doing. Actually, on our last place, we really considered doing is setting up like a campground, small RV park, a bunch of cabins. People could come out and enjoy themselves. I still think it's a good idea. If set up well, there's a lot of money to be made here. And also partly kind of have an idea of bringing city people to the countryside to help them better understand where their food comes from. It's all part of the idea, again, of working together and having a community mindset, a global mindset, where we all need each other in so many different ways, within a church, within a family, within a community, within a nation. We're all necessary, and we all contribute differently. But I think a lot of people don't really realize where their food comes from, don't realize what we do to produce that food. And so if we can bring people out to the countryside to show them that, and then also in return you're making money on that by charging for camping and stuff, it's kind of a win-win all around, right? So it brings a little extra income into the farm, and also helps to educate people so that they're better aware of where their food comes from, or perhaps they will be able to grow their own food. Something we've worked on for a few years but never actually implemented. Before we go to bed here, I thought I'd better film this little cabin. These are so cool. I love these little tiny homes, little cabin things. So it's not real big. This is the door coming in. Got some stuff hanging up. We've got a bed, little bed here, room for pack and play that we brought along, and a very messy little kitchenette area here. There's actually there's no like kitchenette or nothing, but there's air conditioning unit, table. This is another little door the kids are in. So we've got 2 bunks. You could easily have built a tri-bunk like we did in our motorhome here. And then it's pretty decent size here. And there's another double bunk over there. So we're gonna have 2 kids on the floor. But we were saying, like, man, if you wanted to build a cabin, you could have a wall down the middle of this room and you'd still have a decent size here for 3 bunks, 3 bunks. And then there's like quite a bit of room for a loft. You could actually throw a loft in here and have a couple more kids sleeping up there. Anyway, I kind of like these cabins. It's actually a lot of fun memories. We did this in, was that last year or this year? That other cabin we stayed in. Last summer? For that family reunion. Wasn't it? Anyway, whatever, we stayed in a little cabin similar to this. Actually, it was only 1 room, but same amount of bands. So it's kind of neat. So we were thinking of going out tonight, yeah, but I don't think it's going to end up happening looking at the time. But it's a nice little spot. Got a little campfire going here. Cooking some hot dogs. Police sirens are going here. They're looking for Elias. He was running too fast. He's going to get himself a speeding ticket. Right, Eli? They're coming for you. Might actually be fire department. Hopefully everybody's all right. So anyway, I think that's it for today, folks. We'll catch you guys all in the morning. Hope you have a good
Caught behind Venetian blinds, out of reach for the city lights. This ain't where I belong. Hey, look at me, man, what I've become. I've been running east, looking for sunset.